Hi guys, first of all, Happy New Year! Yay! Welcome to 2022. Happy New Year. This is officially our first video for the new year, and it is me bearing gifts. Bearing gifts to everyone that has Pre-Cas interview coming or that is waiting for their visa to be granted from the Ukvi. And basically, video is going to help you prepare for that interview, so you want to listen attentively and watch the video over and over again for you to really get the point. But yes, happy new year and welcome back to my channel. Okay, so in today's video I'll be going through the credibility interview, also known as the Pre-Cas interview, with you guys, and I really hope that you'll find this content very helpful. If you're new here, welcome! Yay! So happy to have you. It's a good time to be a part of this family and in the new year 2022. So many things are coming. Great content, great content. So please remember to click the subscribe button and become a full part of the family. If you are a returning watcher and you have not subscribed, I don't know why you're doing that, because it's not a great thing to do. Please subscribe. Please remember to click the subscribe button. And yes, I'm just really excited about the new year and all the things that is to come. And yeah, I pray that it's a great year for everyone. So let's dive into today's video. All right, so if you have watched any of my previous videos, especially the ones that I talked about relocation to the UK, you'll notice that I mentioned that my school did a Pre-Cas interview for me. And I remember the first time, like when I was going to do the interview, I literally was not even prepared. I know that there were some questions. I really didn't take it seriously. And then someone called me and then was asking me if I was prepared, and she literally attempted to ask me some of those questions. At that point I realized, oh my goodness, I was not prepared. And then she just told me to send a mail that instant and postpone, like shift my interview date forward. And I did that, and they moved it for me by like a week, so I had to take my time to prepare. So that was what saved me, that I was able to do my credibility interview once and for all. So I'm hoping that this video will help you with all that you need to prepare for your Pre-Cas interview or your credibility interview or your UKVI interview, because as the case may be, even though UKVI does not call everyone, they pick at random or per case to call some people, and these are the same questions that you'll be asked. So watching this video will help you prepare and will help you know what to expect and how to answer them correctly. So I hope you find the video helpful once again. Right, so the first question you would get would be, what course have you been chosen to study? So for instance, it might look like it's very stupid question, because obviously I haven't changed your course, but you'll be surprised that some people do not know the name of the course that they don't know the full name. Some people just know, oh okay, something MBA and all of that. So for instance, if you get a question, what course have you chosen to study, you literally need to go straight to the point. For me, I chose an MBA, Masters in Business Administration. Simple as ABC. No extra details. Just mention the full name of your course, no abbreviations. The second question will be, why did you choose this course? Literally, this is up to you. If you have written a personal statement, especially by yourself, then you would know why you chose the course. But if you're part of the people that you're just trying to relocate, if if you're trying to relocate and like someone has written the personal statement for you, or someone guided you and you don't know, so why did you choose this course? You need to think of something that is convincing enough to explain why you chose the course. So this was how I answered mine. So I chose MBA, and then my response was, I chose MBA because I have a business at the moment, and I've been running this business by myself for the past 1 year, and these are the results that I've gotten from this business. And because of that, I want to gain more knowledge from more knowledge from studying an MBA, so that I will be able to improve my business. And MBA is like one of the right course, like it's the right thing to do as a business owner. So that was a convincing excuse or response, and you know, be creative, guys. Once you prepare for this interview, you would really get it. So think of something that is personal to you. Don't just pick something generically. Think of something personal to you that relates to the course and use it to answer. So the third question will be, do you know which modules you will be studying? So for Nigerian students, a lot of people do not know what modules they will be studying. For me, like, I also didn't know the first time I was preparing until my friend told me that you have to go to your school website, click your course module that you've applied for. It will show you all the modules that you'll be taking that year, or at least to some extent you see some of the modules you'll be taking. So all you need to do is have an idea of 4 or 5 of those modules. So for instance, I knew before my interview that I was going to be taking courses like marketing, accounting and finance, strategy, transformation, managing people in the organization. I knew like some of those courses, and really it was even helpful for me because personally it helped me mentally prepare for the video it helped me mentally prepare for school. So you need to be aware of the courses and the modules that you will be taking. All right, so the next question is, how will you be assessed? So schools in the UK are very detailed, and there's hardly any school that you go to the website and you will not find all this information. All they need to know is that you are actually a serious student. So they're asking you the similarly simple questions because they want to be sure that you're a real student. So how will you be assessed? So from my school website, I saw that I'll be assessed through coursework, tests, and assignments. Those are the 3 things. So there was no examination in my assessment package. So you need to be sure what is applicable to your schools. For some schools, they write exams, so exams could be there. For me, there was no exams. It was just test, coursework, and assessments, and I did say that and it was correct. So you need to be aware of these informations. The next one will be, why did you choose to study at chosen university? All right, so another reason why I'm making this credibility interview is because since I made my video on Ulster University, a lot of people have reached out to me in my DM on Instagram or even in the comment section of that video asking for help to prepare for Pre-Cas interview, and I'm doing this video to help them. So why have you chosen to study at university? Guys, you need to know something about the school you're going to. I know that all of these things look like, isn't it obvious? But really, it's not so obvious for some people, and it's okay. Just learn a thing or two about your school. So here are some things how you can, on how you can answer the question. So why have you chosen this university? For me, I chose, so the location, because it's situated in the heart of the UK in the West Midlands. Then the fee, yes, I did apply to other schools, but the fee was competitive, and it was the most affordable, and they even offered me a discount. Those are good things good reasons why you chose the school. So there could be other reasons that you have, so you just have to know the reasons why you have chosen the school that you chose for your school. If that makes any sense. But yeah, I really hope you guys get it. So another point on that number 2 is that, so with international students from over 100 countries worldwide, I chose Ulster University because it is welcoming. Well, that's the person's opinion. So yeah, 94% of graduates are in work or further study within 6 months of graduation. So there are data online. That's why I said you really have to prepare for this interview. So look at your school. What's the percentage of graduates that get work, and how soon do they get jobs? That's a very good point to impute. So another one will be, it's a world-class state-of-the-art. It has a world-class state-of-the-art facilities on campus. I'm not sure how true that is, considering that it's a satellite campus, but I would like to say that it's pretty good also. It's a really cool campus. At least you have all that you need, but it's not. So the next question will be, what other universities did you consider? So like I said, the UK schools in the UK, the UKVI, literally, they are very thorough. So they want to know, because they believe that it's not, you shouldn't just apply to one school. So if you have applied to 2-3 schools, mention them. You need to mention the name, list them, at least 2 schools or 3 that you have applied to. So for instance, for me, when I was asked this question, I applied to University of Hull, I applied to Birmingham City University, I applied to Ulster University. In fact, I applied to like 5 universities. So I mentioned them, and that was all for the question. So mention the name, the other schools that you considered before settling for your current school. Next question is, why did you choose to study at this location? So in this case, don't forget about using Ulster University as a case study, but it applies to all schools basically. So why did you choose to study at this location, London or Birmingham? So you need to state clearly the reason why you have chosen them, because in the case of my school, there are 2 locations. There's Birmingham, there's London, and I think there's Manchester campus now. So there are 3 locations now. So you need to be specific why you chose the location. And here are some of the things you could say. Knowing that both campuses have similar facilities, I chose Birmingham over London because it has reduced tuition and living expenses, and that's true, and you will not know that if you had not researched. Another point what you can give is that student population of 65,000 plus. Birmingham has a large number of pubs, nightclubs, bar, restaurants, making it one of the best places in the UK to be a student. Yes, that's an advantage. Accessibility to social areas and all of that, and there are a lot of schools and students in Birmingham, so that's a good excuse. So basically, this question, don't forget, why did you choose to study at this location other than Birmingham? In the case of Birmingham, is you just saying something beautiful or attractive about your city. So you don't have to cram all that I'm saying. All you need to do is go to Google. What is attractive about Birmingham? Why should I study in Birmingham? Why should I go to a school in Birmingham? Why should I go to a school in Sheffield? Why should I go to a school in London? Just you see points, and then and that's what they want to see. They want to see that you have researched and you understand what you're committing yourself into. So the next question now is, why the UK? Right, you'd think, why not the UK, or why would they be asking me such a question? Well, why the UK? Because the UK does not just want everybody and anybody in their country. There's Australia, there's United States, there are other big countries that have great schools. Why did you choose to study in the UK? You know what that means? You need to say the good things about studying in the UK. So to make it easy for you, just Google, why is it a good thing to study in the UK? Just Google it and you will get tons of options, tons of response from Wikipedia, from Google landing page and all of that. So you guys should explore that first, but here are some of the ways you can answer them. Number 1, the UK is an alluring study destination for international students, so I don't feel alone going to study in the UK, which is a true fact. You see it on Google also. Tons of international students. You'll find a lot of your people from your country or people that look like you in the UK, because it's very inviting for international students. So it's a valid point. The next one will be, UK higher education and qualifications have a remarkable international reputation, and the UK degree is globally accepted by international universities. So it shows that studying in the UK is a big deal, and it's true. Like it's a big deal. Almost any school in the UK having a UK degree is a big deal. So the next one could be, right, you can talk about the UK healthcare system, which is one of like the perks of living here. Once you've paid your IHS fee, you know that you'll be taken care of no matter what is wrong with you. It's something that they don't have in America, for instance, and it is a point that can actually get you a yes. That's true. So just explore all the options you have. Another point that you can that you can also consider mentioning is the fact that you are allowed to work part-time. I'm not sure if the same thing applies in America or like in other places, but yeah, you just mention it. I'm honestly not sure if it does apply anywhere else, but I know that in the UK, as a student, you're allowed to work 20 hours of work every week. So that's also a perk and a good reason. So while you school, you can find something to do, you know, to just make a living or expense to make to support yourself basically. So I hope those points help. The next one will be, do you know the address of the campus? As easy as this seems, a lot of people really do not know where their school is located. They just know where's your school is in Birmingham. Where in Birmingham? They don't know. So you need to go to your school website and cram the official address of your school location. Please do that. So the next question will be, what facilities do your university have to offer? So in the UK, like I said, they literally do everything in their power to make sure you succeed as a student. They make sure that there are things available to you as a human. They consider the times that you might be feeling down and all of that. So there's so many facilities that different schools have made available. For Ulster University, these are some of the facilities that we have: computer labs, laptop renting services, library, book club, free hot drink vending machine. I've not seen this before. I'm sure that it's probably available somewhere. I've just not seen it before. That's me. Okay, private study area, breakout area, multi-faith room, career and employability service, student welfare service, and the ACE team. 100%. Most of all of these things listed are what the school has, and they just need to know that you've actually done thorough research on the school. That's why they're asking this question. So if you're not going to Ulster and you're going to other schools, most of these things your school definitely has, and even much more, especially if you're going to a full campus school. So you need to research, check your school websites with these questions, and you'll get your answers. So the next one will be, why do you want to start your course now? You need to give a compelling reason why you are choosing this time and this season. For instance, I answered this question by saying, I chose now because I have had 1 year experience in starting my business, and I feel like I'm lacking some skills to upscale it to a global standard, and I feel like having an MBA at this time and season is really right for me. It's as simple as that. Just find your why. You don't necessarily have to have a why. Okay, you have to have a why to answer this question. But then if you are maybe just finishing your first degree and you want to do, okay, so if they ask you why, you can say, I've planned to, you know, immediately after my uni, I have planned that my master's is going to come next, and that's why I'm doing this now, because I just finished my uni last year and I'm doing it now. Or if you've had delay for a long time, maybe you've had like educational break, you've had like maybe 10 years experience and you're coming now, you're like an older person and you want to do your master's now. It could be, okay, with my 10-15 years experience in this field, I feel like to move to the next phase of my career or my life would be to do an MBA or to do this course or to do international business or whatever course you have chosen. You just need to give a compelling reason why, basically. So the next question will be, do you know the living cost in the chosen city? You need to know the living cost, because they believe that, like, it is expected that if you're coming to the UK, you know what it costs to sustain yourself every month, or like that you are there basically. So for instance, and this question is so straightforward that you just need to Google it and you get your answer for your city. But for Birmingham, the estimated living cost for Birmingham is £1,023 per month for one person. So you need to be aware of this information and you need to be able to answer. The next question is, do you know how much your tuition fee is? As easy as that is, some people do not know because someone else helped them. So you need to be aware. For me, I know that my course in my school was £11,000, and I got a discount of 1,750. No, sorry, I got a discount of 1,150, so it came down to 10,600. So you need to know all this information because, you know, they need to know that you're a student. I keep saying, I don't know why I keep repeating it, but I just need you guys to really know that it's important. So the next one will be, what are your plans after you finish your studies? Guys, if you think this video is long, trust me, the interview is like minimum of 30 minutes. So you want to, and it's minimum of 30 minutes because it depends on how you answer. If you answer very intelligently, they won't probe you further. If you answer very unsurely, they will probe you till you will be unsure, and then they'll tell you failed. So it's better you take your time, listen till the very end of this video, and learn as much as you can. And ask all your questions in the comment section. There's no foolish question. If you need idea on how to answer the question, ask in the comment section. I'll be there, or hopefully other people will be there also to help you get the right answers. So what are your plans? Okay, what are your plans after you finish your studies? You need to be careful here, guys. As international students, the UK does not expect that you want to stay in their country. They don't expect you to finish schooling and stay in their country. They want you to go back. So you need to find a way to make sure that, to make it seem as though, like, even if your plan is to stay after school, you need to make it seem like you really don't want to stay in this country. So after school, I plan to go back to my country, develop my business. After school, I plan to go back to my company, apply for great job, my country, apply for great jobs, or develop my business, or do something. But it has to be at least your country. It doesn't have to be plans in staying in the UK, please. I made that mistake, and I was fortunate enough the interviewer actually corrected me at the end of my at the end of my interview that no, you shouldn't mention that, in case, because really, like, even though it was the school that interviewed me first, they were preparing me just in case the UKVI wanted to ask me the same question. So guys, be careful, especially with UKVI. If they ask you, you shouldn't tell them that you want to stay in this country, even if that's your goal. The next question will be, how does this course link to your previous study or experience? For people that have had the same chain of courses from maybe uni, and then you're continuing, let's say you did mathematics as your first degree, you're doing masters in mathematics, that should be an easy question to answer. You just want to further your knowledge in what you already know. But for someone that is going entirely different, you have to be careful, and you have to find a way to link it to things you have done. For instance, somebody that has worked in a bank that wants to learn project management, you have to find a way that maybe you worked on a project and you really enjoyed doing that, and then you feel like having a certification in project management will help you upscale and will help you, you know, like, go into it fully. Just find a way to link your past life or your past experiences or past study to this new one. The next question will be, how will you be funding your studies? So in this place, in finances, they literally take their time and they watch you. You have to be careful. You have to be really careful in answering this, especially if you don't have all your full money at once, like you're not paying everything at once and all of that. You need to be careful, and you need to say things that are true and, you know, verifiable. So how will you be funding your studies? My studies will be, so for me, my studies will be funded by my family and myself. I've kept money aside for my studies and living in the UK, which is convincible. They will now ask you, so what does your family do? What does this like? They'll just ask you different questions. So for me, I think I answered my studies will be sponsored from I and my husband's savings. So they asked me questions about what my husband does, how much he earned per month, how long have we saved for. They just ask questions to be sure that you're saying, you know, like, to be sure that you are not lying. So they will ask you the same questions in different ways. So you have to be careful to listen well and say the same thing and be consistent in your answer. If not, they will think that you're trying to be manipulative. So the next one will be safety measures put in place. The next question will be, where will you be staying in the UK and where will your accommodation be? So when I came in, it was during the lockdown, so this question was really important. So my answer was, on getting to the UK, I would, you know, be isolating in an Airbnb for 10 days, after which I would look for an accommodation around Birmingham. It's as simple as that. So the next question will be, the next question is safety measures put in place by the university. So because this question, I think it was put there because of COVID-19 and all the things going on right now, so they want to know if you are aware that your school have put some safety measures in place. So I know that the school have put in some, you know, like sanitizing spots, PPEs, and they have made like some part of your course style go online so that you do them from home. But then when you have to be on campus, you have to wear your mask, like all those things, safety things, and then limiting the number of people on campus per time, alternating times people can come to the school and all of that, and constantly cleaning all surfaces. That's not for things that schools are doing, that your schools are doing, or look for things that people do because of COVID. Really, that's what this question is. And the last but not the least, finally, the last and the least actually, finally, is what will you do after you arrive in the UK? Right, so don't get too excited, we're going to party, So yes, the answer: following the UK government guidance on COVID-19, I will quarantine for 10 days. Now, this was what was applicable in my time. You need to be sure of what is applicable in your time. For instance, if you are double jabbed now, I don't think you need to quarantine. You just need to show proof that you are double jabbed. And once you show the proof that you are double jabbed, I think you can go ahead minding your business. So they might not even ask you this question. This is the question for my time. So if the question you are dealing with is different, you can ask in the comment section. I'll be right there answering, or I could ask people to be sure how to answer it best. Don't be afraid, don't be shy. Please ask your question. A closed mouth is a closed destiny, so ask your questions. So yes, and the last one, okay, a bonus question. You might be asked if you've been refused visa before. Guys, please and please do not lie. If you have gotten visa refusal from any country before, please do not lie. State it clearly. Yes, they will ask you where and why. You tell them maybe US or UK or anywhere, and the reason why they denied you, you have your reason there anyway. Even if you don't know the reason, you don't have to, they won't question you too much. They just want, it's an integrity test. If you do not declare and they find out, which they will find out because they have the data, they do all they need, they have their systems and they know how these things work. If they find out that you lied about visa refusal, it is a ban, minimum of 10 years ban. And right now that there's a lot of requests and the UK VI is overwhelmed, trust me, they will willingly and happily ban anybody. And once they ban you, your money has gone, all the money and effort that you have done. So you need to be careful, guys. Do not lie. Make sure that you're not lying all of this information. Make sure that everything you are saying is consistent, and God help you guys. I really wish you all the best. I hope to see a lot of you guys next year in Birmingham City or somewhere in the UK. Hopefully we'll jam. Let me know if you're coming in January in the comment section, or you're coming in May, or you're coming in September 2022, or even beyond that. If you're watching, let me know in the comment section and I'll be right there interacting. And if you need to, so if you have admission from Ulster University, you have a conditional or an unconditional offer, and you would like to be added to a support group that one of my dear friends started, and literally the group is where you can ask a lot of questions, like if you're stuck on something you can ask, please send me a DM on Instagram at wura21 with a screenshot of your offer that has your name, dear Mary, one thing, whatever your full name is, and do a screenshot of that and send it with your WhatsApp number, and then I'll forward it to my friend that does that, and they will add you to the support group, and you can ask all your questions. You can see people like you that are applying, people that you're on the same stage. It's just like for solidarity and for information, and it's very helpful. I hope you guys find this video helpful and interesting. I hope you've learned a thing or two, and yes, happy new year again, guys, and thank you for watching till this part. Bye.